Adil Boparai, to you first, because it's the opposition which is crying wolf, saying there is something in this system which is not quite right, no, that these numbers... I'll come to you, sir, don't worry.
Unfair.
Sir, Mr. Bhatia...
Let me say this on your face.
Okay, they have
No, this is very unfair.
No, sir, you can say what you want.
I'm saying it is unfair. I have the right to say so.
Sir, they have to answer, right?
Yes, and I will. This is Yogendra. No, you have to answer. Look at this picture. Who is Yogendra Yadav? He's seen with Rahul Gandhi. He is a mouthpiece of Rahul Gandhi.
Sir,
you allow him to speak.
He is allowed to say what he wants. Mr. Gaurav Bhatia, neither you or anyone will intimidate me anymore. I am a fair professional anchor. I am a fair professional anchor.
I don't want to intimidate you.
I am following my professional dharma.
You are not even worth that.
You don't like it?
Now you go ahead.
Yeah, please.
Listen, don't shout first of all.
First put his voice down. Sorry, I do not. You have no right to be rude to me. Put your voice fader down. I am sick and tired of people being rude. If you want to talk, please talk decently. Mr. Adil Singh Boparai, as Yogendra Yadav points out, there is no evidence here of manipulation. So why, as of now, is the Congress already, or the Trinamool Congress and other parties claiming the numbers are manipulated? Why not give the Election Commission a fair chance? You are influencing a large number of people by saying we are worried about the possibility that the delay could lead to manipulation.
Mr. Sardesai, transparency and a rule-based order are hallmarks of a functional democracy. And I'm constrained to say that the Election Commission of India has become toothless. The Election Commission of India has abdicated its responsibility. And please see the reasons why I state this. You have BJP official handles peddling false propaganda, demonizing an entire community of this country. And the Election Commission of India, despite repeated complaints, maintains stoic silence. Does this not alter a level playing field? Does this not tantamount to polarization? Number one. Number two, you have instances of booth capturing in Manipur. Has the EC given a comprehensive answer? Number three, you have BJP giving out political advertisements seeking votes in the name of religion. We have handed over documentary evidence to the Election Commission of India. What has the EC done? The EC has done precious nothing. You have false propaganda circulating about our manifesto on social media, on WhatsApp, brought to the EC's notice. What has been done? A tepid notice to the BJP president? Please understand, Mr. Sardesai, we live in the age of technology. The damage is already done. You can't undo the damage. But the least which you can do, because there is a onerous responsibility under the Constitution and under the statute which has been conferred upon the EC to take action, to penalize the offence. The EC does nothing.
Okay.
Now let me come to my second point. Mm-hmm. Precedents indicate that the data in terms of the total number of voters who polled or cast their votes and the percentage is revealed within 24 to 72 hours. In this case, on the first pointer, you have a delay of 11 days. Number two, the delayed data which is indeed released is incomplete. All what has been released is percentages. This impedes an audit analysis. We are living in times of an extremely autocratic government which subjugates institutions, which has reduced agencies into their extensions. So therefore, I again repeat, accountability and transparency are thresholds which the EC should not shy away.
I will stop you there. You made your point strongly and the floor is all yours, Gaurav Bhatia. I will not interrupt you. I would like to hear from you on the charges that have been made specifically by Adil Singh Boparai. Let me be clear. Yogendra Yadav did not charge the EC with manipulation of data. Yogendra Yadav is making the point that there is a lack of transparency. And this is leading the likes of Adil Singh Boparai to say that they would like to see transparency in the way the EC functions, because otherwise the EC is not fulfilling its mandatory duty. Your response, sir.
Rajdeep, at the very outset, even when an anchor is uncivilized, he interrupts. You have to be civil. And I am armed with fact. I know the law. And I also rely on what the former Chief Election Commissioner just told you on your face. So therefore, I will not be shouting at you. Just allow me the time that I deserve, and I will answer every
Sure,
query
please go ahead.
that you've made and whatever has been said by the Congress spokesperson. Yes. First, I need to expose, which is very important. You invite a panelist who is so close to Rahul Gandhi that he was part of the Bharat Todo Yatra, and I have a picture in hand. There are many more pictures. To him, the people of the country are asking, not me. Rajdeep, the second phase got over on 26th of April 2024. You will agree with me? The data was released on the 30th. So it is a gap of 3 days. And I have his tweet. Yogendra Yadav tweets that Election Commission of India has taken 10 days to release the data.
He's referring
Why
to round
did he
one,
hide
sir.
the fact
Sir, he's
that
referring to
when
round
it
one.
comes to the second,
He's referring
be
to round one.
quiet. Don't disturb me. Don't be his spokesperson.
No, sir.
You
Again,
want me
you're
to
being
read?
rude.
You will feel ashamed.
No.
Now I will expose you. No, I will read it. I will read it. You promised me you will not interrupt me, but you started interrupting because I'm exposing you. Now I'm reading the tweet for the benefit of the viewers. He said, पिछले 35 साल में ऐसा मैंने पहली बार देखा है कि चुनाव आयोग मतदान के सटीक आंकड़े जाहिर करने में 10 दिन से ज्यादा लगा रही है. क्यों लिखा है ये? 3 दिन के बाद सेकंड फेज आया.
No, sir.
He
First
could have
phase. No,
specified for the first
Mr.
phase.
Mr.
It
Gaurav
is 10
Bhatia,
days.
you're being half truth. The first phase got over on 19. The numbers come out on the 30th. 11 days.
I am not being. Yogendra Yadav has been. Yogendra Yadav is doing. Yogendra Yadav is indulging in such kind of misleading facts being spread.
Okay.
Rajdeep, don't defend him. But I'll come to the main point now. The main point. I need to educate you. Just the way Chief Election Commissioner said 3 very important things. First, he said, these charges are a figment of your imagination. 1. 2, he said, all data is there if you care to see. And very importantly, he said, stop this nonsense. And you know why? I will tell you. There is a software which is called the VTA. Now, the VTA had all the data, and please note, constituency-wise, parliamentary constituency-wise, assembly constituency-wise, and state-wise. What it did not have was the aggregated data, right? So when you say there is a delay of 10 days, that charge is false. I'll tell you why. Because it was there on the app. It wasn't aggregated, but it was there. Second,
did not give us
when
the final.
you say
No. The
that
app
there
did not
has
give us
been-
the final numbers, sir. The app did not. Journalists are asking. Normally, the
No, it
final
did.
numbers
I'm
are
telling
given,
you.
sir.
You are lying. You
No,
are
I'm
lying.
not lying. I'm not
You are
lying, and neither are the
I will
journalists who have
explain
done
again.
stories.
Please hear me out.
The final
Okay?
numbers
Hear
were
me
given
out.
yesterday,
And don't
sir.
interrupt me. You are not willing to listen to me,
I'm
Rajiv.
listening,
Then
sir.
need
You have
to
to tell the truth.
I will again reiterate. So listen, again I'm telling you the truth. The VTA, the app, had the numbers pertaining to the parliamentary constituency, the assembly constituency, and also state-wise data. What it did not have was aggregated data. Please understand. And I'm speaking this with some responsibility. And let me tell you the checks and balances. All the voter turnout is statutorily recorded at every polling station. 1. 2. There is a statutory form 17C which records the voter turnout at each polling station. And most importantly, Radeep, presiding officer and all the polling agents sign on form 17C. Therefore, there cannot be a change in the number of votes that have been cast. So please understand that.
Your
Now let me
last
come
point
to
is
another
well taken.
point.
Your last
You
point is
remember
well
how they
taken,
were
sir.
casting-
Your last point is well taken. Then, which is why
Can
I
I
want to ask
complete
you,
myself,
sir.
though?
Just a minute.
Can
Why
I
is it?
complete myself though?
Okay,
With one
please
paragraph of the Supreme Court judgment.
Please complete.
Thank you. Now, they have been in the past also casting aspersions on the Election Commission of India, the EVM, the VVPAT. And this is what the Supreme Court said in a very recently delivered judgment, which is very applicable here. The Supreme Court said, and I quote, however, it is also necessary to exercise care and caution when we raise aspersions on the integrity of the electoral process. Repeated and persistent doubts and despair, even without supporting evidence, can have the contrarian impact of creating distrust. Have they filed a complaint with the Election Commission of India? Have they moved the High Court or the Supreme Court? They have no proof, no iota of evidence. And they raise questions on the integrity of the Election Commission of India. That is the sickening part, because they know they've lost the election and they have no place to go. And they're raising these, baseless allegations.
Very strong point that Gaurav Bhatia makes, Adil Singh Boparai, that casting these aspersions on the Election Commission will eventually erode public faith in our electoral process, he says, as the Supreme Court seemed to suggest.
Empty words spoken by my very erudite friend, Mr. Bhatia. But be that as it may, please understand, the BJP cannot bully and intimidate others. Now, let me share facts, and please, Mr. Bhatia can correct me if he thinks I'm wrong. The first phase of the election was on the 19th of April. The data which is released, and mind you, data what is being released is percentages, not the aggregate number by the EC, is on the 30th of April. So undisputedly, there's a delay of 11 days. This is one part of our allegation. The second part of our allegation is that the Congress party has handed over documentary video evidence of senior BJP leaders resorting to divisive and communal speeches, of polarizing the electorate, of demonizing one particular community in this country.
Shifting
What
the
has the
goalpost
EC
now.
done? What has the EC done?
Okay, you raised that issue, and I want Gaurav Bhatia.
Bhatia not answered.
Okay, Gaurav Bhatia in conclusion answer that, because that is perhaps far more worrying at one level, the kind of campaigning that we are seeing. The divisive campaigning, using religious symbols and getting away with it, even though it's a violation of the Model Code of Conduct. A final word from you, Mr. Bhatia.
So, Radhi, very quickly, let me first counter. I asked my, young friend who's a very good advocate as well, what about a petition before the High Court and the Supreme Court, and what evidence does he have? He remained silent. Second, I am very categorically, with utmost responsibility at my command, stating the VTA app had given the numbers, the absolute numbers, regarding the parliamentary constituency, regarding the assembly constituency, and state-wise data. So I think I've made myself clear. Now on the statements that incite violence or, they spread hatred amongst communities, let me make it very clear. Ye vote jihad kya hota hai, Rajdeep? Can you tell me? Akhilesh Yadav was defending vote jihad. Rahul Gandhi saying, Hindu dharm mein shakti hoti hai, hame shakti se ladna hai. What is that? What is Kharge ji saying? Ki ab Lord Shiva will fight with Lord Rama. Is that not inciting? So please, Election Commission of India is a body in which we have utmost faith. The Supreme Court has also said so. Let the constitutional body do its job.
Okay.
Just because you are losing an election doesn't mean you start casting aspersions on every constitutional body.
Whether it is someone using words like vote jihad, or whether it is someone using words like Ghuspetia, at the end of the day, what this country doesn't want is the demonization of any community or appeals on the ground of religion. That is a clear violation. That is a clear violation. Many believe, many legal observers and political observers believe, of the Model Code of Conduct. Will the EC
let
act
the
on that?
Supreme Court and the Election Commission of India decide.
Okay,
not
let them
Yogendra
decide.
Yadav.
I won't decide in a TV studio. There you're right. Let the Supreme Court and the Election Commission decide. I hope they do.
You can't.
I hope they
You're
do.
not competent.
I'm not competent. Taken your point again, Gaurav Bhatia. I appreciate every dig you've had at me. No problem. Gaurav
Thank you,
Bhatia,
Radhi.
Adil Singh Boparai, my chest remains as wide as ever.